Now that you have a Google Draw and you have a background color and you have a pattern, this may not be the pattern you absolutely want to use for your design, but this step is where you are doing some practice on grouping images with shapes and being able to move them around. So you have a design that you brought in, and if you wanted to crop this, like maybe you like the design, but I kind of noticed on mine, I kind of didn't like the side here. I click it twice and I can bring in, because now there's little black bars, I can bring in the side, sort of crop it. I'll have a new looking design. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my design and I would like to make it another shape. So you're going to take a design that you have in your Google Draw, and just to practice, you're going to change it to make it another shape. So I think I will make mine a rhombus. By doing that, when you click on the design, you go up to this crop image, you go to the tiny arrow next to it, and that's where you can change your texture or design to another shape. After that, you're going to add another shape on top of it. It can be the same type of a shape. It can be something a little bit different. I think I'm going to keep with the same shape that I had for my design, and I'm going to make another shape on top of it. So I'm just going to pull it out so that I sort of have a design with a shape on it. And then I'm going to decide, well, let's see if I want the color. I think I want to get it a little bit of a different color, maybe a little darker, move it around. I don't want lines, so I can change the fill color here. You could change the line color here, or you could make no lines by clicking transparent. So I'm going to make it transparent. So I have these two shapes on top of each other, but each time I move them, each shape moves on its own, and I don't really want that. I'm going to hit undo so I can get back to where I was. To group them together so I can move them together, I click one shape, then I hold the shift button and I click the other shape, and they're both now together. But I need to group them. So I go to arrange and I hit group. Now this whole shape will move together. So you could have layer after layer after layer. And as long as you hit click on the shape, hold down the shift, click on the other shape, then you can group them. I can ungroup them. If I'm like, oh, I don't like it exactly how it is, I'm going to ungroup, because then I can move the individual shapes around and say, well, maybe what I want to do is I want to make my shape look a little different. Maybe I want it on the side. Maybe I want to add another shape in there. I'm going to add another rhombus in there. It's a little smaller and make it a different color. Let's see, I'll add it, make it a little darker. I don't like that color. I'm gonna make it that color. I'm gonna go to the line, no line. As you add in more and more shapes, you can still group them. Where I click on the shape, I hold down the shift button, click on the second shape, click on the third shape, then I can hit group. Now all of these are together and I can move them around in my design. I can even make the whole group of them smaller and use them in my design. Go ahead and try that now.